Hello. So it's been a minute for Unedited LuuLuu. I need to do a playlist of them. But anyway, hey, y'all, hey. I'm getting ready. It's Monday morning. Today we're having the district, Chicago Public Schools, is coming in to look at my school. I'm a charter. And I'm one of the classes they're going to be observing. So I've threatened my students. Y'all know how it is. Sometimes you got to threaten these kids that, they got to be on their best behavior. But anyway, some classes ain't. It's going to be bad. Anyway, saying all that, I'm losing my voice. That's not good on a day like this. I'm going to have to give me some hot tea in my voice. So, anyway, goodness. So, anyway, let's talk. I was having this, I don't necessarily want to say um, conscious moment. Nah. But it was just some things I was thinking about, and I was like, yeah, this is it. So, when you watch a lot of videos, when you do these things, there's always this drive to get, especially when you do content like I do, there's this drive to get things always. And so I was looking at the body care. Let me just say this. Everybody's doing, oh, the new body care, the new body care, the new body care. And let me tell y'all, I had to sit my ass down and think about it. I was like, do you need any of this? And I had to think like that because the drive to go out and get it was so strong. Like, oh shit, you need to go get this stuff, to try it out, to talk about it, because you do talk about fragrances and layering and everything, and everybody wants the the latest and the greatest. We have moved into that space, and I had to say, sit your ass down. And the reason why I said that is because I can't afford it, and I'm looking at this and just the overabundance. And let's just be honest, the people who are emptying things at the rate they are is bullshit. I'm sorry, you pouring some of that shit out because there's absolutely no way that you are using that much as a single person. Now, if you got a family, that's one thing. You could use up a lot of products because other people are using it. But the products down here are mine. They're not for the family. They're mine. So, it's like, am I going to bring in more? Matter of fact, I need to do a declutter of the things I have right now. Hold on. But then I also had to say, stop yourself. You don't need these things. You have more than enough. And I'm not saying that in that whole, oh my God, I have more than enough. No, it comes to my money. Here's the thing. It's not so much about more than enough. It's also about the finances of it. And when you do channels like this, it's not, everyone wants you to be on the trend. Oh, the newest body care. Oh, the latest fragrances. Oh, the this, the that, the other. But that's your money coming out of your pocket. I don't get PR. The stuff ain't being sent to me, right? So this is all coming out of my own personal pocket. And most of us it is. And I think that's what will finally get somebody like, oh my God. And so I'm like, but then the drive also is to empty this stuff to prove that you're using it. It's like this whole vibe that we have going on that's quite destructive to you, very stressful, everything like that. And if you do not do these things, then you are not popular. And and I have to be honest, I'm not popular. And will I ever be popular? I don't think so. And the reason why I say that I probably will never be that popular is because I just, in my soul, I just cannot chase the things that everybody is chasing. I cannot chase it, y'all. And so that puts me in the space where I won't be popular. And I have to be okay with that in order to keep going. But then with once saying, okay, you're never going to really be popular, because quite frankly, I look up my fragrances and the majority of them no one's talking about. I mean, I'm just being real with y'all. Here and there I'll hear something, but really the majority of the things that I own, people aren't talking about. I don't really, My drive isn't to buy the newest thing, because I look at my money and it's my money. And so I have to buy what pleases me and what I want to put in on those shelves. And if I work to be popular or trending or want people to watch me more, I have to start buying things that people want to see. And what people want to see is the same thing over and over again. They want to see 50,000 videos about the same things because they want all these people's opinions. I don't know why, but that's the way it works. So I'm having to say that that's not how I'm going to be, because I just won't let that drive hit me anymore. It's always, I refuse to do that. And so for me, it's all about what I like. And yes, and because I don't have the unlimited funds, listen, I'm a teacher, I don't make that much. I got bills to pay. I won't, I just can't I just can't do it. I just really can't. I can't do the whole, like for instance, Burberry Goddess. I just wasn't interested in it. The Zara Vanillas, not interested in it. Kayali, y'all know how I feel about Kayali. Dolce & Gabbana Devotion, I'm not interested in it. And the reason why I'm not is not because they might not be good fragrances, all of them. It's because I have to look at what drives me. And what drives me is all these weird little things that I find. And, it has to be something that I'm like, yes, I want. And usually those aren't. And I know who I am. And it's because everybody's talking about them. And so for me, it's like, well, why do I want them? Everybody, I don't need them. I'm always looking for something that's a little different, a little unique. Things that aren't everybody's talking about, because those are the ones that I find interesting for myself. And so in turn, those are the ones I share because that's what I buy. So it puts me in this position. It's like, well, and here's the thing. It's like sometimes I think, well, just go ahead and buy the travel sprays, but the travel sprays add up. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm going to go out and find me some samples of this right away, right? You have to go out and purchase something, and those add up. I'm just being honest. I can find some good niche stuff or some good, a good affordable bottle that I want more than I want to try Burberry Goddess or Dolce & Gabbana Devotion. Not to say anything's wrong with them. I hear they're lovely. It's just not something that I want to spend my money on. And it has to come to that. What do I want to spend my money on? So, yes, there are some new things that I want right now. And a few of them are being talked about, sort of, but not to the level that I am like, ooh, I want this, I want this. So, with it, there's this space where I have to go, oh, okay, this is what it's going to be. Because I cannot justify in my mind to spend that type of money on something that I just really ain't feeling. And so if you see anything that's semi-popular, it's because I really wanted it. It's not because I'm trying to give you all the goods on it, because I don't feel like you need to get it from me. You could get it from someplace else. And I know there's this thing with viewers where they want you to get it because they want you to say what you think about it. But guess what? I have to pay for it. So that ain't gonna happen. Now, if you want to send me a decant or something and say, hey, Lou, can you try this out? I'll be happy to. Now, I might not do it real soon, but I will try. But for me to actually spend my money on it is like, I don't want to. And with it, I have to be content and okay with it. And so that has bled into the body care, because the body care I was getting, we get caught up. We want to layer, we want to have the lotions, we have the oils, we want to have all these things to, help us smell glorious all day. And then it's like, but then it starts adding up and stacking up and stacking up. And so that's why now I'm like, okay, you don't have to get it. Because I've been looking at stuff. Native got some new body washes I want, such and such. So in order to do that, I really do need to declutter the ones I have that I I got some y'all that ain't never been used. Still got the wrappers on them. Still. Some Bath and Body Works stuff. So that is the challenge, and I want y'all to understand that when you're watching somebody and they're hauling all this stuff, understand that this is coming out of their pocket. So be mindful of your request of people, because y'all be requesting shit like, oh, could you do a video about all this? And people rush out and want to give you what you want, but it's coming out of their pocket. And so it really does mean that we have to be okay with that, and 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 spend our money on that, right? Because that's what we're doing. And so even though I love it all, I have to put a balance on things. Like right now, I've sold some stuff on my declutter, right? I'm thinking practical and impractical. Impractical is buy some fragrance, right? I got some little money, let me go buy something. But then the practical side of me is saying, no, go do this with your money, because you've already gotten all these fragrances in. And it's like, yeah, okay, maybe, but we'll see what I do. But that is the balance and the how do I want to say it? This is the challenge that as a content creator, many of us face. And so I know many of us won't say this because we're chasing things and we're trying to be the one who shows you these things and everything. But that's really the challenge. The challenge is finding the balance between, and now don't get me wrong, some people got the discretionary income to buy whatever they want and go wherever they want, but many of us don't, and many of us are spending money that we could be putting someplace else for fragrances and body care and everything like that. Like for instance, I was looking at I have to watch myself with the Bath and Body Works, because the stuff will go on sale. You just feel this need to purchase some more, and oh, I need this. And then I look back there and say, absolutely not. You do not need anything else right now. You don't. Because like I was going to buy, real talk, I was going to buy the Cinnamon Dolce from Tree Hut. And then I was like, you got cinnamon and sandalwood from last year. You have a sandalwood, which is really spicy, with Jergens that you've been using. Use some of this stuff up for real, before you start bringing things in. And for real, use them up. Not this whole fake thing where people are, y'all know how I feel about that. The fake thing where they use up things, but they really don't use up things. So I try to be honest with those things. I try to be honest with what I'm actually using up, things like that. So in order to be honest about it, I don't use as much, and so there's where I live right now. There's where I'm living right now. And so I had this moment, and you see I did a video like, this is my collection. It's not going to be filled with, I'm looking at it because like when I look at people's collections and they show pictures, I see a lot of things that I know. I see it, you see things that are popular, and it's okay. Don't get me wrong. It is okay for people to have what they have and love what they love. But that's just not who I am. And please don't expect that from me, because so often you get messages like, could you do this, or could you do more things? Because I've literally had people put comments up like, could you do more, more popular or more or designers or whatever. And I have to say no. Not because, like I said, not because they're not good, but because they don't move me. And when I do this and I've got all these fragrances, it gotta move me to a certain extent. It gotta make me go, ooh, I want to try that, and stay in my head like that. Not, oh, this is coming out, I've got to get it so I could do a video on it so I could be one of the first people. See, that's that beauty influencer mindset that we have gotten into again. And don't get me wrong, it exists in Fragcom, but not at the level that it is now. It is being driven by women, and that is our mindset. And so now it's become the big thing. You know, let's just get the newest thing. Because, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of the people who are buying the new Navitists are people who are creators. Whether they're here, on IG, wherever, they're creators because they want to be seen. They want, you know, besides the fact they like it, but the it's also about the video. It's also about the views. And some of you all and some of us might not be honest with ourselves, but you know, a lot of times it does have something to do with that in subconsciously. Even if you want to try it, I'm challenging you. Would you need to buy it this quickly if it wasn't for the fact that you were trying to do views with it? Would it be, I can get it when I want it? Would it be that? Because it ain't going nowhere. Would it be that, or would it be the FOMO that they are creating? And that's what they're doing, because I'm watching it in the groups and people are like, oh my God, it's sold out. It's like, y'all know they're going to do another. It's going to come back again. It'll be back. And so I challenge some of us, and that means viewers alike as well as creators, to step away from the FOMO. And I'm not saying just enjoy what you have, because buy what you want. But step away from the FOMO of what's going on in the fragrance community, and take a break and get the things you want. Find them, enjoy them. And I'm not even going to say find them and enjoy them, because Lord knows I got a stack of shit in front of me and I'll get some more. But what I'm saying is that enjoy what you want to enjoy. Don't make it based on what everybody's talking about. Find a way to just purchase what you want instead of waiting for someone to tell you. And I especially say that to the creators, because the reason why the shit goes the way it does is because so often creators look for other creators to tell them about a fragrance, and then that'll make their decision. The decision should be based on you. It should be based on what other people are saying about it, what they get out of it. It should be on you, because you are giving out content, and the content should be based on your impressions, what you think about something, not what everybody's saying about it, what they're talking about it. Challenge yourself. If you are interested in something that's popular, don't watch videos about it. Just get it. I challenge y'all to do that. I challenge you all to stop listening to your friends and everybody else's creators talk about these fragrances to make your decision, because you're a creator. You're creating content. It shouldn't be based on what somebody else told you. It should be based on your thoughts about it, period. I challenge you. I know it's going to be tough for some people, because I watch y'all videos and y'all be like, it's such and such said, and this is why I got it, and blah, blah. Here's what I want you to do. This is what I do. If I see somebody and I see a name or something, I don't listen to what they have to say. I'll go look it up and say, oh, I like these notes. Try that. Instead of listening to what they have to say, trying to see if they think it's good, or making your decision based on them, which is what we shouldn't be doing. Go on, and you're no longer a viewer. When you step onto this side of the screen, you are no longer a viewer. Get out of your viewer ways and be a creator based on what you like and what you're interested in. It'll change your collection. I promise you. All right, y'all. That was my unedited morning talk. Let me go do this hair, finish up my skincare, and get out for the day. Have a great day.